Hello. Hello, everybody. Hi. Happy Saturday. Hello. Hello, everybody. Oh, there we go. All right. I forgot I had it on their screen. Where's the sound coming from? Right here. Where's the sound coming from? Where is it? This one? Wait. I have too many Chrome tabs open. Here it is. Okay. How's everybody doing? I think this is gonna work. Ooh. Wait. Transition. Oh, there we go. Ah, hello. Okay. I hope everybody's doing well today. Happy Saturday. Let me get out of this. There we go. Nice. Oh, wait. Okay. We're working. What's going on? Hope you guys had a good week. I did. I listened to some weird freaking music. I don't know if you guys saw the reaction that I posted today. It was a weird experimental improvisation band from Czechoslovakia. Just one of the weirdest songs. It was like an hour and a half of just improvised noises, basically. Really interesting, and I think it warrants a larger discussion. It was very. It was this one I have it pulled up actually. Hang on. I think. I know. Oh wait, you're not seeing it. You're just seeing me. Okay. I'm getting used to I have a 2-screen setup now. So live. This is the one I wanted. Ta-da! There we go. It's this this record, Hotel Spojar. Oops. I have the window all screwed up. This goes like that. And over here. There we go. Yeah, Hotel Spojar by Zviri and Spoj. It was. Let me play you a quick snippet of what to expect if you try to take this album on. Song's 20 minutes long, by the way. Oh, hang on one sec. Hopefully I sound better now. My mic was tucked away. But yeah, this is about what it is for 20 minutes. However, 12-1, and I don't think many people are going to watch that video, but one of the coolest revelations I made with this record is this third track, 12-1, is literally... It sounds like it's from Breath of the Wild, like that Legend of Zelda game on the Switch. Check this out. If you played the game, it was instant for me. I was like, this is literally Breath of the Wild. The percussion is nuts. Ugh. anyways, that's what's in that video. It was an experience for sure to listen through this one. One weird thing about Cracks, the first track, at the end of it, they literally play notes that are such a high pitch that they like hurt my ears. I had to like take my headphones off after hearing it 2 or 3 times. So beware of that. I don't know why they included that. Excuse me. I don't know why they included that, but it was not fun to listen to. All right. So that's enough chitter chatter, I guess. For today's stream, yeah, I was just gonna. We usually just did hang out, so we did last week. It was a lot of fun. I did have an album in mind that I wanted to listen to first, and then we go from there. So, if you guys are down, what I want to listen to today was the latest album from YVES Tumor. I think it's YVES Tumor. Praise the Lord who chews, but which does not swallow, I think. Or consume, excuse me. So this is his their 2023 record. It was recommended on, I think, the Jane Remover video, or the Yule. I think it was Yule. As sort of one of the other along those experimental lines from 2023. And I love YVES Tumor's 2019 record, Safe in the Hands of Love. I loved that, right? It was like an experimental adjacent album. YVES Tumor to me is sort of like the missing link between true experimental music and like dance and more accessible genres, because they pull in these experimental aspects and song structures, but the songs are still listenable and catchy. Like Noid off of Safe in the Hands of Love was actually a banger on such a bizarre experimental record. So I'm hoping more stuff along those lines. This album got a lot of praise. I think, let's see if I have this pulled up correctly. No, it does not look like it. Give me 2 seconds, because I do have that big monster list of albums. I want to see where this ranked. There you are. If I pull you down, will you format? Give me a second. I just need a second. The list. You are actually not that. This. Okay. What the heck? No, this didn't work. Hang on. Yes, that's what I wanted. Thank you. Cool. All right. So transition. There we go. We got the full list here. And then on this list, we've got Tumor. 17th on the list. That's super high up. That's gonna be the second highest one that I've listened to so far this year. Rat Saw God was the top. Yeah, and Yule was down at 43. I knew it was a praised album. I didn't think it was this high in the scheme of things, though. So really looking forward to listening to this one. We did get a number 1 spot. Consequence of Sound said that YVES Tumor was their top record of 2023. Best albums. Man, I'll say that other record that I was talking about, the experimental one, that was on the Wires list, which I guess is a UK publication. I'd never heard of it. And I tried to find what they wrote about Hotel Spojar, and I could not find anything online. I could just find literally just the list of albums. So it was like, it's just a frustrating experience front to back. Okay, so we got Zach Bryan. Jason is... Oh, Weather Vanes. I want to check this one out for sure. This looks like a cool album. Carolyn Polachek only number 5. Anyways, down to Praise the Lord who chews but which does not consume. Such a wild album cover. An enigma. It doesn't sound like much of any of their contemporaries. I totally agree with this. That's what I was saying. It feels like a bit of a bridge between two very distant genres, and so the middle point sounds totally unique. To save music as we know it. Yeah, fair enough. Heaven surrounds us like a hood, or the dance punk rager ooh, dance punk, let's go. That's something like, there's still a lot of fun elements in this music. So even though Yves Tumor is capable of putting out albums that genuinely top year-end lists, they don't sound too far out there that they're inaccessible or aren't enjoyable to listen to. That's why I've been looking forward to checking this one out, and I was so glad to see the recommendation in the YouTube comments, just as a reminder to check this one out, and like that bumped it up to the top of my list. That's why I'm listening to it today. So if there's anything like that you guys are thinking of, drop a line, let me know. I'm happy to check this stuff out live on stream or in one of my other weekly videos. All right, so now let me... look at that transition back. I'm getting the hang of this, man. I'm getting so good at this. You best watch out. All right. Yves Tumor 2023, Praise the Lord who chews but who does not consume. I love just that album title alone. I love that. All right. God is a circle.
Love, a delicate mistress, adore being your little show. There's parts of me I still don't even know. Yeah, I wander around, I just feel like a nobody. Loving you,
The guitar line.
it hurts sometimes, but I can't help it, cause it makes me feel alive. Same old dance, 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 same old dance.
Ooh. Ooh, strong opener. Strong. Yves Tumor, it has such a good grasp on the concept of you can do anything you want in music as long as you have a strong bass line. If you have a pounding groove that you can lock people into, you can do whatever the fuck you want. it'll be catchy and dancey. This is what it had, like that weird breathy like sample or audio clip of the lady going not like fun to listen to, but it definitely like added like an airiness and strangeness to the atmosphere of the record or of the song. But that like fat fuzzy bass line that like kept everything locked in a groove the entire time, it really gave the rest of the song a liberty, sort of maybe ironically or counterintuitively. It lets you be freer with your song structure when you have a part of your song that's so locked in a rhythm. So it was it's a great opener. It's so fun, so much energy. Those little like guitar squeals to add to it. It's very similar to Jane Remover from last week, where if they add it at the right time, it can take a song from being a really, really fun listen and just like give it that extra bump, that little extra pizzazz and sparkle. So yeah, great start. Reminded me a lot of Block Party off of Silent Alarm, that old their first album when they had a lot of energy and something to say. It even sounded like the same sort of lead singer. It seemed like Yves Tumor, when I've heard him sing in the past, or them sing, apologies, when I've heard them sing in the past, it has been sort of more angry, abrasive. This was more mellow and chill. It definitely fit the vibe of Block Party's lead singer, and with that sort of electronic bass line, it felt like late 2000s indie, or what that should have evolved into by now. Like, this is the modern day take off of that era of song. Whew. A lot from 3.5 minutes. That was so much fun though. I'm gonna give that one a little thumbs up. Gets my seal of approval.
You're still a friend of mine. We met in Chapman in Catalina. And you're always so fly. But you can start a war just for the feeling.
Love that transition. Is this a sample?
But you can start a war just for the feeling.
Ooh. Great follow-up. when that sample or the female vocalist came in for the first time, that was such a striking change. It set into that new rhythm and melody really easily, and the song moved on really well, but it was still a really jarring and unexpected change, despite them being such similar vibes. It was really interesting. I want to play it one more time just to get that feeling again. That's YouTube music for you. It never likes going back to the same song for some reason. Yeah.
But you can start a war just for the feeling.
You hear how everything changes? It's crazy how much changes between the first section and that voice coming in, and that like second musical thought, because it starts off really similarly to the first song with that fat bass line. It's very punchy and not complete, but it, you know, it starts and stops instantly. I don't know what the word for that is. Staccato, maybe? I don't think it's staccato. But then once it switches over, the bass line changes to more forgiving and comes, you know, it has a ramp up and ramp down on the note. Listen, maybe playing it make more sense.
And you're always so fly. But you can start a war just for the feeling.
You hear the difference in tone? It's great. That's so good. They feel like they both could be played under strobe lights, but for different reasons. Like one's for that hard, dark, almost scary scene, and then the other is for a nightclub, like more of a happy reason. So they both have similar but different vibes, and so the song is at this really weird point of the sounds themselves at an objective level sound similar, but then the themes and the feeling of the music is at odds with itself. Anyways, that was Lovely Sewer. Really cool song. And sort of showing maybe the transition or the other sides of this album, because the first song was very much like dance punk, indie electronic sort of, not very much on the on the experimental side, or the not so much the experimental or maybe more emotional side of things. And this one's showing that maybe there's going to be that side of this album as well. My favorite Linkin Park album. Oh, that faded into interlude really well. Um, anybody else get a Seal vibe from that one? It was a little kiss from a rose. I love the guitar line at the end. I love how Yves Tumor is so comfortable with putting in these sounds and ideas that maybe other experimental or critically acclaimed artists would think of as cheesy or lowbrow. Um, like that one is just such a straightforward rock song. It was such a great vibe. Um, that guitar solo at the end with the squealing, it felt like it belonged in Guitar Hero. Just a lot of fun. It like I don't mean to say like lowbrow or simpler music ideas as like a detriment or like a negative on the album. I think it fits really well. I just really admire Yves's confidence to put these accessible sounds in there and not worry that it's gonna take away from the overall appeal of the album or the overall depth. He's really, really good at fitting everything together and still having a deep package, a very complete, explorable album at the end of the day. There we go. I've been trying to like break up the recording for when I put this as an actual video, and I finally remembered to do it. There's like 8 buttons I have to do over here. I'm kidding. There's 3, but it feels like there's a million. All right, interlude. We're already a good way of our way through the album. This is not a long. It's a 37-minuter. After that Hotel Spojar, anything under an hour is a welcome change. That was it took a lot to get through. Nice. Drums in this song are on point.
What makes you feel so important? Can you spell it out for us? Run it back in slow motion. What makes you feel so important?
Jesus, dude. These tracks are bangers. This is so good. Every single song on this has been absolutely zero filler so far. Wow. That was catchy, and then it became an Yves Tumor song at the end when everything switched and blurred and slowed down. But still, it felt like the same through line there. The end was it was like a parody of a pop star. It was taking it and just like tapering it off, but it still felt the same groove. Ooh, yeah, that one was great. Another cheesy guitar solo that fit perfectly. Nailed it. Nailed it. I love parody. Heaven surrounds us like a hood. I really like the name of this song.
Well, if you die, it's okay. You could just restart. Yeah. So like this. I love the color blue because it's in the sky. And that's where God is.
Wow. I love the audio clip in that one. It fits so well, and this feels like the thematical centerpiece of the album. Thematical, is that a word? Thematic? This is the centerpiece of the album. My favorite color is blue because that's the color of the sky and that's where God is. And then that was amazing. Oh, can't go back to the same part of the song. I love the start of this song too, where it sounded like it was like the same sort of cheesy guitar rock that Yves had been pulling out earlier in the album. It's like he was almost like making fun of himself a little bit with this, like it also sounded like it was a radio playing in the corner of a room. It's like that like sort of disregarded background noise that 80s rock is delegated to a lot these days, where it's just played in the background as safe radio friendly music. And so keep that over just play it in the background, it's safe, everybody likes it. And so they have that playing, and then it like morphs into the actual song. I thought it was gonna be totally different, but it ended up being a pretty similar vibe at the start to that tinny version of the song that was played at the start here. So good. All right, and then
I love the color blue because it's in the sky. And that's where God is.
praise the Lord who chews, but which does not consume. I feel like that it's so impactful, comparing this line with that striking album title. They're obviously related. I'm wondering if it comes up more throughout the album. I haven't been paying too much to the lyrics up to this point. That one is just so out there and in your face that you have to pay attention to it. And then the album title is so striking that you have to pay attention to that. So it forms a really strong connection between the two. Oh, that one, it grew so much too. It felt so light and lifted, which is not a vibe that I would expect from an Yves Tumor album. Granted, I haven't listened to much besides Safe in the Hands of Love, which was a very dark like it was still dancey and accessible, but it's also definitely a darker vibe than this album has had, for sure. All right, operator.
Sometimes you are so hard to read.
man, why did that end up sounding like an Andre 3000 song? That literally that sounded like hey uh I love where the be aggressive comes in. Such a great little like beat audio sample. Um, it's so provocative. It instantly puts you in like a cheerleading fan at a sporting event sort of feel, no matter what else is going on. That's like, that's just, there aren't many sound clips that pull you into an environment quite like something like that. Um, it was really fun. I was definitely thinking more White Stripes at the beginning. I was thinking like Hello Operator, just taking the song title literally. But then the bass line and the feel at the start was kind of along the same lines too. It definitely evolved into like an Andre 3000 song by the end. That was a lot of fun.
Everyone told me you're a creep. No one would believe it. So I called the daily news. Check the weather for the weekend. Everyone told me you're a freak. I was blind to see it. So I called the daily news. Check the weather for the weekend. I just wanna know, will you be by my side? Dressed in the devil's clothes. I hear the angels lie too. I just wanna know, will you be by my side? Dressed in the devil's clothes. Beauty blooms in early days. The forest smells decay. The absence of isolation. Death feels away. Beauty blooms in the early days. Makes me feel some type of way.
Production on this one.
Isolation. Death feels away. See, I just wanna know, will you be by my side? Dressed in the devil's clothes. I hear the angels lie too. I just wanna know, will you be by my side? Dressed in the devil's clothes. I hear the angels lie too. I just wanna know, will you be by my side? Everyone told me you're a creep.
Oh yes. Dude, that was like hot topic pop punk. That was so good. It was like I'm drawing a blank, like the unicorns. Like, we were promised jetpacks. Like that vibe of goth love. Will you be by my side, dressed in the devil's clothes? I hear that angels lie. Like, I could see that on a shirt on that wall at Hot Topic. uh, it's such a funny combination, mishmash of genres in here. It's such a collage of sounds, and they all work. They're so, I don't know. He pulls them together really, really well. But like, I don't know, the idea of hearing like Andre 3000 and then going right into like a Hot Topic emo pop punk song. I would think somebody just dug up my MP3 player from when I was in middle school. I wouldn't think we were listening to an album from 2023. All right, Echolalia.
Looked up to God. She looks so good. Want you to knock it off. You look so good. Can we take a day off? Treat me like a doll. Just put me in a house with a dog and a shiny car. We can play the pop. You know that you're making me uncomfortable. I see you standing there, but you're all alone. You look so magical. I don't know how to act on my own. The way I'm thinking is this unnatural.
So it's like a circle, and I don't want anybody to depend on me. If you say you love me and like your happiness only depends on me, it might not be true love. Maybe there's something in me that you want, but you think it's love. It's not love.
Can we take a quick walk? You look so good. She looks just like a god. You know that you're making me uncomfortable. I see you standing there, but you're all alone. You look so magical. I don't know how to act on my own. The way I'm thinking is this unnatural.
That was good. That was just a nice mellow vibe. If we're still going off of comparisons here, that one was more MGMT than anything else. It was nice to have that like floating synth line, but it definitely gave it like a more mellow vibe, which is fine, like a little contrast to the other songs, but it definitely isn't sticking with me as much as like God is a Circle or Operator or Parody. Parody was so good. Parody was a banger. Really surprised. I'm still not sure I trust the Google Play counts. Maybe this was released as a single for some reason. But it says that this has 500,000 plays, and like Parody only has 150,000. That doesn't make any sense to me. Parody was so good. Yeah, it just feels all wrong to me. I don't know. That was good. Maybe I missed the mark on that one. Maybe this one will grow on me. Maybe it's like a nice mellow one, but it has like a melody that I just missed. But yeah, interesting that it's the highest play count on the album for sure. All right, 3 more to go. Fear Evil Like Fire.
zone, yeah, oh yeah.
Please say that paused. That song was 10 out of 10. That's the only problem with that song is that it ended. It could have been twice as long. I loved that vibe. I just wanted to like stay in that feeling for longer. Like I was watching the timeline go, and I'm like, no, keep going. I just want to like play it again. That piano fits so well. I mean, this is such a perfect example of Yves Tumor pulling an Yves Tumor, because usually those simple piano lines are very jarring to me. Ever since I listened to the shit out of like Eminem when I was in middle school, those simple piano lines just pull me out of a lot of music. But here it fits so well with that breakbeat drumming, the chords and the synths, everything flowed so well. Yves's vocals, perfect, were so good. Watch the City Vibrate, crystal clear imagery. Just a little bit more of that one, just a little bit more. The bass line. Those vocals, it's like a whole choir in the background. Yeah, it's that bass line setting such an incredible tone. I mean, that literally and figuratively. They talk about vibrating. That thing is literally, with the right pair of headphones, I bet you that literally vibrates your head. It's such a deep, resonating bass line. And then the piano and Yves Tumor's voice perfectly cuts through that. It's like in a good dish. There's acid or acidity in there too to cut through the savory and the salt. The piano and the vocals were that acidity. It was the perfect balance. This is like a 5-star 5-course meal, I guess, if you're running with the analogy. But yeah, just that song is a top tier song. It's just a really well manufactured piece of music. Oh, hang on, I think my camera just disconnected. I'm still here. Hang on one second. Why did this go away? Hang on one sec. It's a place that we all share. Watch the city vibrate. Heaven is a place that we all share. I did place a part. Okay. Why is this doing that? Hang on. Okay. Activate. Hey. Haha. There you are. Ooh. Okay. Sorry about that. Where is it live? Okay, hang on. Yes, okay. Hi. Hello. Let me get you hooked back up. Cool. I have no idea why that happened. Oh well, at least it's fixed. There you go. I think that was the same, basically the same frame. Fun. Okay. Oops. I need this. All right, so that was Fear Evil Like Fire, and now this one is Purified by the Fire. So, oh, but for starters, that's getting a little thumbs up. That song was incredible. That was so good. I will be listening to that one some more. So now we got Purified by the Fire. So are you supposed to fear fire, or are you purified by it? Definitely there's some sort of intention with putting these back to back. Hopefully this is a similar vibe to the last song, because I would like that a lot. That's the fire purifying me. I don't know if you... Okay. Nope, that was not like Fear Evil Like Fire. Whoa. Uh, I love the part at the beginning where it was like quiet for a second before the beat came back in. It made me think that it was like buffering for a moment. They really pulled in the there've been a few parts of this album where they've sort of Yves Tumor has played with um like what sounds like audio artifacting, and it's actually a part of the music. I think I love when artists do that. It reminds me of Low, Double Negative, their album from like 2018, 2017, something like that. God, that was like a life-changing album. If you haven't heard that, it's amazing. That record is the art of making 3/4 of the album in the studio. They just went in with vague ideas of what the album was going to sound like. And so Lowe worked with Tim Burton or somebody, the producer, to create these songs that are full of artifacts and noise that were all created in post-production. And so the overall effect is unreal. It's something that I'd never heard before or since. And Yves is putting elements of that in this music with the glitchy little bits and bops. But the start of the song was so striking because of that. Oh, and then I have to go back and forward. Hang on. Starts out like that tinny, like it's a recording of an old song. These drums, I love these drums. The bass line in the background too. See, that's what I'm talking about. Incredible. Such a cool song. And then when that tinny old-timey recording comes back in, that sample from the start, it's like blown out a bit too, and like grown in saturation. It's like oversaturated, and so it all adds to the sound expanding all of a sudden. It cuts off for like a solid second, and then it comes back bigger, brighter, louder than before. Man, what a cool track. The first like fully instrumental one since like Interlude too. So really like striking in the track list too. Anyways, on to the closer here. Ivory and Ebony. Why can't I say that word? Love those strings.
Swing your arms in the October air. Both she and I hold her by the hips on heavy stairs.
drums are so good. Wow. That was nice. There was a fitting conclusion, but it didn't quite reach the highs of the rest of this album for me. Just sort of a simple, straightforward song to close it out, which was fine. But oh my god, this record was amazing. Just filled with hooks and creativity and amazing production. Yves Tumor it's interesting. It's like you can see one part of Yves Tumor's music and fall in love with it and not really take the time to appreciate everything else that goes into it. These songs have incredible production, so much creativity, hooks, amazing instrumentation, and just talent on display. And it's the complete package. This album is such a complete package of critical appraisal, critical available, not available. I don't know what word I'm trying to say here, but it's just there's stuff for critics to enjoy and casual listeners to. I think that's what I'm trying to say here, but yeah, it's amazing. Some of these songs are just God is a Circle, Fear Evil Like Fire, Parody. Those are all songs I want to listen to again. And then there's so many others. Heaven Surrounds Us Like a Hood. I want to listen to again because I want to dive further into it. It's sort of this is such a unique album because it's both enjoyable and impactful to listen to. And so I want to listen to find those deeper layers and why it strikes me in such a way. So really definitely deserving of the praise. I think Consequence of Sound, I'm not judging them at all for putting Yves Tumor at the top of their list. And I think it should definitely be part of the conversation for best albums of 2023. Just in terms of, I think like albums like Wednesday had more of a deeper impact on me when I listened to that. I think like Jane or Mover was more at a artistic level. I was more impressed by that. But Yves Tumor is able to take something that's still technically and critically impressive and also add in these really hooky, enjoyable songs that you can play with your friends, in a car ride, which is so impressive to nail both of those aspects that I think they really deserve the praise and recognition. But yeah, so that was my reaction to Praise a Lord who chews but which does not consume. Thank God the album lived up to that album title, because that is a top 10 album title of the year. I do need to think I usually do a superlative, like, what is this album the best at? Um, I want to say something like, this is the album of the year for being the best, like, complete package, both enjoyable to listen to and something that you can really invest uh, heavy listening in and not feel like you're just listening to cotton candy. You know, not something that is not worth your time, I guess. Um, but I'm not sure if that's fitting for this. I'm not sure if that's the best category to put this in. But for now, I'll say that's a soft album of the year for best complete package. But yeah, no. Thanks for watching. This is for the YouTube bit. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have more videos coming soon. Come see the live stream. Saturdays 12 p.m. As you can see, a lot of people are here and having a great time. All right, thanks, guys. Stop recording. All right, cool. So one thing I did, I want to listen to, um, uh, what's the, my memory is such ass. Fear Evil Like Fire. This song, I want to listen to it again because I love it. And it also reminded me of the Youth Lagoon track, Heaven, or I think it's just called Mercury. Well, I'll look it up after this, but that was another 2023 track that really struck me in the same way. That bass line. I could live in this song. This vibe is just so perfect. So this is like the third time that I'm listening to this song today. I'm like obsessed with it right now. But I'm just noticing that like jangly guitar, that like almost surf rock guitar in the background. It's like that it adds just another layer. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm so excited to dive deeper into this album because Yves Tumor puts so much work into manufacturing these songs and putting so many layers in there that at the surface level, it's just a fun song to listen to. But then the more you listen to it, the more it unfolds in front of you and becomes like this, you know, it's like an experimental song charading as like a pop song. So yeah, I'm loving like diving into the layers here.
We watch the city vibrate. We can do it your way, oh yeah. Heaven is a place that we all have. We watch the city vibrate. Can't tell the difference, oh yeah, oh yeah. Our way, so we can parlay. We watch the city vibrate. We can do it your way, oh yeah. Heaven is a place that we all have. We watch the city vibrate. Can't tell the difference, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Like listen to that bass line. It's like vibrating. And then that simple piano line cuts through it so well. Yeah, it's amazing. So this is the song that it reminded me of. Lagoon. Heaven is a Junkyard. Fantastic record, by the way. Heaven is a Junkyard by Youth Lagoon. I don't know where this lands on the year-end list, but sorry. This is I forgot I was on just my beautiful face.
All the lives that I made in the world I won't stay.
Just living glow. Just living glow. Glow like Mercury. Just living glow. Just living glow. Glow like Mercury.
Heal my hurt with the love that God gave. Will the loneliness fade? In the world I won't stay.
Just living glow. Just living glow. Glow like Mercury. Just living glow. Just living glow. Glow like Mercury.
Yeah, this one just gets me every time. When I listened to this song the first time, I was in like an airport, I think. It's just one of those songs that is perfectly tied to the first time that you heard it. And for me, that was like an airport at night. I remember like walking through the empty airport and being in that liminal space, and it fit really well with the vibe of the song. Other people walking around you, it was cold, and then driving home later, listening to it again, just like driving at night, and everything is perfectly calm and peaceful around you. And yeah, every time I hear this, it brings me back to that night. So it hits real good every time. Like makes me want to cry. Like just like those moments that you have with music. It was nice to have one of those in 2023 and have it tied to such a beautiful song. So this is like a slower version of Yves Tumor's track that we just listened to. Yeah, no, let's finish this.
The counterfeit, no one but television. Listen, rage will never survive. Draw the drinks while you shield your eyes and bury in blue. Block out the shine. It was still melted up into mine. Does heaven glow? Does heaven glow like Mercury? Does heaven glow? Does heaven glow like Mercury? In the world, I'm afraid all the lives that I made. In the world,
Just it hits so good.
I saw him at the station, he's waiting for the bus. A little devil from the country, head was on a rush. He's wearing blue jeans with the blue all covered up in dust. A little devil from the country, devil from the country. Who is controlling the chord, ladder of gold, and no one to stop them. Horns on top of the crown, merry-go-round, it's time I say. They're sending out the bloodhounds and the Idaho police. A little devil from the country, hiding on a beach somewhere in Southern California. He's coming after me. A little devil from the country, devil from the country. Who is controlling the chord, ladder of gold, and no one to stop them. Horns on top of the crown, merry-go-round, it's time I say. Side of the road, die for wish, no need to waste it.
Helicopter Toy is a vibe too. Before we get too deep into this one, yeah, the atmosphere of this album is really, really good. It's very similar to Yves Tumor, I think. Just this goes in much more of a melancholic, mellow, not mellow. Mellow's not the right word, but melancholic, slow, patient direction, whereas Yves Tumor went in a dancey, punchy, dance punk way instead. So, but they have similar DNA in tying together different genres and pulling in experimental sounds. So I definitely, I think Youth Lagoon and Yves Tumor share similar DNA. But anyways, I thought, now we're through the Yves Tumor React, maybe we try to do a random album live, since I haven't got any recommendations. But so if you guys are along for the ride, we could pick out a random one and see what we're working with. So let me, this is the one that I want. Oops. Over here. So here is the list of all of the records that major publications have put as their best album of 2023. If you haven't taken a look at this yet, there are almost 600 of them, and this is what I am trying to work through now that everyone's put their lists together, and trying to react to as many of these as possible, just see how many of these, quote unquote best of albums are out there, and just seeing what these albums sound like. The one I did this week on the channel was what was it? Hotel Spojar. This one. And this was like an experimental improvisation album. It was wild. It was like filled with 20+ minute songs, super janky and weird, and not something I've really ever listened to before. And it was like all created in like a live recording environment. So it was check out that video if you want. It was weird. So what I want to do now is get a random selector up, random number generator, 593. Let me get window capture. And then album, add. I'm gonna get better at this, I promise. Window capture 4, I think. Oh no. Add window capture 5. Yes. Bam. All right, so we've got the random generator So when I click this, it's gonna pick a random album from this list, and we're gonna check it out. 507. Dude, I've done this like 4 times now for the random selection. It's never given me something above like 300. It's always stuff at the bottom of the list. But let's see what we got at the 507 spot. Bad Dream Jaguar by Sun June. I've not heard of this one. No surprise there. This is there's a lot of music on here. Let's see. Sun Jaguar. Or Sun June, whoops. Bad Dream Jaguar. The album almost looks familiar. I'm not sure, but that is some crazy album art. Yeah, let's see. What is this ranked on? This was ranked 41st on Gorilla vs. Bears year-end list. Let's see what they have to say about this. 41st. Oh, I think this is going to take them to their... Oh, no, it just takes them to the Bandcamp. There are a few publications on here that they don't, like, write anything about the albums that they pick. It's like, what's even the point? The first 2 minutes of Sun June's third album, Bad Dream Jaguar, is a reverie. Laura Caldwell's voice floats above the slow burn, sparse synth, conjuring a tipsy loneliness. Well, all right, let's get this started and see if I agree with that. This is Bad Dream Jaguar by Sun June.
If you had one last cigarette,
dude, no worries.
would you light it up? Give me some, paid for the room and
No worries at all, man. Good to see ya.
for one last chance. And you have my mother's eyes. They remind me of how she sang alone till late there and Neil Young.
You actually, no, you didn't make it bad to edit at all, actually. It was, because I just, like, I left pretty much everything in anyways.
In the pale light of some gray mountain, you with a grin and pride. Oh, I know the look, made it many times, calling some kind of card, calling some, call it something. It's too easy to fall in love. It's too easy to wear it off. My kind of man that night, stoic, drunk, true believer, metal mad, low and eager, just enough to get it back.
Ooh. I like the direction this one. that was a vibe. Yeah, rare albums. I do want to say it was funny because I put the selection from Monopot in the album or in the video, just like saying that it paired well with the Jane Remover album that we're listening to. And I was not expecting it, but it got copyright, like not struck, but you know, whenever I post music onto YouTube, it like tells me the songs that got copyright claimed or whatever. And I was not expecting Monopod to get caught up in that. I figured that it would be a little too obscure for YouTube systems, but no, they caught on to that one, even though I played like 20 seconds of it. I don't know, I thought that was funny. Also, I was thinking about some of the music that you were sharing last week when I listened to Hotel Spojar. I'm not sure if you saw the latest video that I posted, but it is very very zany. I was getting definitely vibes of like I think the Clegg was the artist you were putting videos in of last week. Definitely like same experimental route. So I mean, check that out if that's the stuff that you're into. But it was definitely some crazy music. All right, anyways, let's keep going with Bad Dream Jaguar. That was a cool opener. Kind of reminded me of Arlo Parks a little bit. That sort of a smoky, easy listening vibe. Yeah, it was a cool atmosphere and very chill. I don't know if that's what Cigarettes After Sex sounds like, but that's what I would expect the band Cigarette After Sex to sound like. If that makes any sense. Yeah, there were definitely a few that did not get picked up, that's for sure. love that one. The guitars in that, it felt like U2 or some other, like, or Coldplay almost. That arena ready guitar sound that for the longest time was reserved for those larger arena ready rock bands. But now I feel like this sort of goes to my point. I think I was saying last week, Beach House. Oh, totally. Yeah, that dream pop, shoegazy, washy sound. I feel like there's a lower barrier to entry with this type of music now. People are able to create this at a lower and lower budget, and so it's, you know, eeping its way into more and more indie sounds. Oh, sorry, my neighbor is like shouting out outside. I was like, what the hell is that sound? But so it's great to hear it in this sort of environment. But yeah, I love the just a nice. It's like you're like laying in really shallow water, and it's nice and warm, and just a great atmosphere.
It's a mixed bag. I was cursing out the season. You were searching for a reason to be mad. Babe, I got plenty of them. It's a bad night. Keeping Texas on the timeline. Made it easy to be leaving you behind, but I got what I want and it's just enough. There was an East Coast.
I like the is it like a singer-songwriter feel to this music, a bit like a Big Thief. Lovely. Oh, it was a great atmosphere. It reminds me a lot of, I think last year, 2020, Yumi Zoma. They have a weird band name, but there's a very similar artist. Yeah, Yumi Zoma. Is that this? these guys. Present tense is 2022. This reminds me a lot of Sun June. And I think there's a bit of a movement happening under the surface here, where a lot of like sort of easy listening indie bands are coming out. But yeah, this album is filled with that sort of hooky, easy listening indie pop. I think like Janelle Monáe, Beach House, Yumi Zoma. I think there's a lot of these bands, and Always, the one with the 2 V's. I think it's a bit of a growing scene where, you know, people just want music that's easy and enjoyable to listen to. And it's not getting to like the top of the charts or the top of the year-end lists, but there's still a hunger. Like Arlo Parks is another great example from last year. Just simple, enjoyable music, stuff that's easy to put on a playlist. I think is really, I don't know, it's good to listen to. It's good to, I'm glad that the scene is active. Anyways, on to Moon Ahead.
There was a moment when we're so young, running back like I couldn't stop. I was right where my mother was, kinda drunk and making up for something.
Yo, JC, how's it going, man? Yeah, if you want, absolutely. There is a link to a request form underneath, so if you want to use like a YouTube link, that's the best way to do it. Or if you want me to just look it up, you can put like the name of the song in the chat. That works too.
Watching a shadow grow on the bedside before you woke up. I could see how you thought I was acting dumb and covering for someone. I was young as how it was and how it ended. Gave it up, but not enough
love that saxophone. It sounds so airy, and they like really captured the entire like sound of it. So it sounds like it's like playing right in your ear. Nice. Yeah, I saw it. We can play it next. Nice. That was Moon Ahead. Yeah, and Rare Albums. Feel free to send anything over if you want to play anything on stream. So now we've got Lost by JC. Let's check this out. Yo, you're 14, man? Dude, that's sick. That's so cool. Yeah, let's see what you got.
I lost my soul. Where did you go? I don't feel at home. I don't feel anymore. I forgot how to love. I hide myself away like a glove. I can't find myself nor where I come from. I feel so tiny, just like a crumb. Mess with me, get beat like a drum. Hold up, I'm not talking about fruit, but you know I'm a roller. We gotta take cover, yeah. Just like an umbrella, yeah. They be saying I look stellar. I'm not complaining, I be getting better. I be on that grind, just like a shredder. If you ain't talking money, yeah, just shut up. I be doing my goals, yeah, I just leveled up. I can't get you off my mind, yeah. In my life it's just me, myself, and I. About to fly, do you see the clouds? Do you see the sky? My life is just one big stunt. We're gonna kick you out just like a punt. All my eyes gon' cause a confront. And I'm just being straight up and blunt. Life is enough. Life is tough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Hey, I can't stress how much I'm stressing. I think I just need a blessing. At first I was so hesitant, but now I'm accepting.
Dude, I don't believe that you're 14. That was really good, dude. That was sick. I did not sound like that when I was 14 in more ways than one. You got a great voice for rap band. Dude, that's a bit. And this literally, you just put this out today. You're getting more views than my videos do, man. That's crazy. Dude, no, that was great. I wanted like, I feel like you had a really good idea of what the sound should, like the song should sound like, and like you knew when it was done. Like it was sort of at its core like a simple song. It's like short. It's like 1:40. So like, I know when I'm like, I dabbled in trying to make music for about 2 minutes before I realized it wasn't for me. But like, I had a really hard time of like figuring out when a song should end and like when to stop adding to it. So, you know, really like congrats on like figuring out what the song should be and like how long it should be. And like, good job on like the rapping and the flow. Like, that's not my area of expertise. I can't like give too much critique on that stuff. But honestly, it was that was really impressive for fucking 14. Shut the hell up, man. God. dude, I'm fucking in my 30s and I'm just figuring out how to edit videos. It's way easier than making music like that. Yeah, dude, nice job. Hobbies. Dude, I could totally relate to that. Like, I just started like this channel and making like these shitty little like reaction videos and like live streaming, but I've loved it so far. It's just been something that is so much fun to like spend my free time on. So like I totally relate to like not feeling like you're doing anything worthwhile, and then starting to do something that really like you enjoy spending your time working on, and like it feels like you're like growing and you like learning a new skill. So yeah, dude, keep at it, man. If it like it sounds great, and if you enjoy doing it, then like you get that positive feedback loop, and then the next thing you know, you're gonna be getting like a million views in the first 10 minutes of posting the video. But dude, yeah, congrats, keep it up, man. Definitely, like if you got other stuff posted here, happy to here, I'll throw you a subscribe too. Keep track of JC. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's like the goal I have for this channel, is just to check out like everything. I was working on like a bunch of other projects last year, and so I fell really behind in listening to like modern music. So my goal for this channel is just sort of getting caught up with like 2023 and everything that came out in 2023, even if it takes me all of 2024 to get there. So yeah, no, I appreciate that, and yeah, I appreciate you sticking around. And I feel the same way. Like I feel like I'm going to get better at talking about music and listening and appreciating it, and just sort of like documenting my progress here. So we're in very different journeys, but I feel like we're on similar parts of our journey, if that makes sense. So let's both keep at it, and then we'll both be freaking pros in a couple of years. All right, anyways, let's get back to Sun June. We got Ambitions coming up next. It's a fitting song title.
Well, the cars run on empty, made your
Dude, you freaking get it, dude. 100%. The more music you listen to, the more you broaden your horizons, the more like, because there's so many geniuses out there making music that are just in their silos, and if you pull that into your music, like you're gonna blow the brains of everybody that only listens to your style of music. You know what I mean? Yeah, it can only add if you listen to a lot of stuff.
I don't worry about the future. I make my own path. You were right. Oh, you were right to call me out.
I love the vibe that they strike here. Those synths are so deep.
All the time.
That bass, dude, check out that bass. Yes, that's what I'm saying. definitely.
I was too hard even then. I should worry about the future. I see you.
Feels like you're like lying underwater, like 1 feet deep, and just like looking up at the sun, and like you see like the waves overhead. Is that a clarinet this time? Like they put woodwinds in it, but perfect places in this album. You're right, dude. She's like, she effortlessly hits those notes. Yeah, the lengths are great. You can like really settle into these tracks. It just like sort of wallow in these vibes. There's like a little bit of like nostalgia with the tracks too. The start of this song had like a synth line that felt like it was like vintage or like warped a little bit. And then when they pull in, anytime I hear like an airy saxophone line, it just instantly pulls me back to like the 90s, like I'm watching an episode of Full House or something. Maybe that's just, you know, me being a millennial or something, but like I really feel like there's that nostalgic sort of mid-90s vibe. Yeah, the album cover, yeah, it's like a painting they did when they were in kindergarten or something. Yeah, definitely. Vid. Yeah, it's like, it's interesting. There's like not a lot of like movement or melody with this album. It's definitely like they're striking a vibe and just staying with it for like 4 minutes before moving on to the next one. So it's like the songs just like float by. And, you know, if you don't really pay attention to it, it's the kind of music that just sort of can exist in the background. But if you do listen to it and you listen for these little, like, production elements and little, like, you know, the layers of instrumentation, then it's really striking.
Had the bad dream of the jaguar come to kill me. Yeah, it's been a while. Saw the red sun, low and constant. Everything I've done, he's
through. The imagery is so clear with this album for sure.
Easy violence, easy violence.
Put like a nice like slow-mo old like footage for when these guys were kids or something. That would be perfect. That song was interesting because it was so similar to the other songs before it, but it was just like a little bit faster, and they added a bit more distortion to the bass, and it sounded like a totally different vibe. Like it had like so much more energy comparatively. It still wasn't like an energetic song, but just adding that little like punch with the bass. The dark instrumental definitely, like the way that they twisted it just enough made it really stand out. I love like the vocals on it, the easy violins. That was like the quasi title track too, because they were talking about like the bad dream of the jaguar at the start. That was sick. I like that one a lot. Next up we got John Prine, which is interesting because this is the second time I've seen a John Prine reference in like my doing these reactions so far this year. Megan Moroney, it was like her country debut album this year. She mentioned John Prine in her songs, so the dude's having a real moment this year, which is valid because the dude's a legend. But let's see what this one sounds like.
I heard John Prine driving you home. I didn't know what song it was, honest. I'm not messed up, I'm just falling asleep, singing John Prine in the car.
The tone of this piano is unreal. The production's so crystal clear on this album.
I had all night holding me back. I'll have to forget what you said. I'm not messed up, I'm just falling asleep. Me and John Prine in the car. Maybe I know that I'm holding too late. All I know is hard for you to stand it any other way. Oh, I don't be okay. I had been down, spite of myself. I saw the end coming, and now finally I got messed up, trying to leave you and John Prine in the car, in the car, in the car.
Ooh. Dude. Yeah, I mean that was definitely the most mellow, like slowest, softest song on the album, but what a vibe. Wow, Jesus Christ. That was a heavy one. It's crazy how much variety they've been able to put into these songs without like crossing a certain decibel level. Like there've been so many different like emotions and moods without needing to play above a certain volume. I mean, John Prine and Easy Violence back to back were like night and day, totally different songs, but they still can be played at the same volume. I don't know, really impressive. That was a sad song though. All right, on to Sage.
I've been burning sage almost every night just to try it. I go back to the house that I grew up in when it's late, just to cry. Oh, it's dark and I'm tired, hoping to calm down for a little while,
Dude, I hear that.
holding on the edges of the darker side of town.
I feel like country plays so well into other genres too. Like it doesn't need to just be Lil Nas X. Like, freaking. Have you listened to Wednesday?
It's all changing pace, not even sure anymore how I ended up here,
Her voice is incredible.
crying like a baby in the middle of the night. You and I are holding on the edges of the darker side of town, lighting up the Hudson just for us. 'Cause it's dark and it's late and I'm tired. Oh, it's dark and it's late and I'm tired.
Interesting. I wouldn't. I mean, I guess I don't listen to enough country. I wouldn't define the lyrics as similar.
dude, that song was amazing. The build up there, like they played with so much restraint at the start of that song. It sounded like they were barely even like touching the guitar strings to get the notes to come out, and then it grew, and again it didn't get loud, but it went from 0 to their usual volume, which is like 5 out of 100. And so the growth was still steady and noticeable, and the ending atmosphere was so nice. And oh my god, this lead singer is incredible. That was a really, really great track. On to Washington Square.
We were racing.
I think the problem with country is they're just getting a little too ingrained in like bro country and like pop country. I think there's so much potential for the genre, but it's a little too mainstream pilled right now. You know, it's like one of the largest genres in the country, and I think people are playing it too safe for the most part.
Back when all the things to come had you. We were two kids, broke, stupid, stumbling around.
Yeah, hell yes. Was it Sturgill Simpson? I need to listen to more alt country, because like everything I've heard I've been really impressed by. Songs Ohio, hell yes. Yes, yeah.
Back when all the things come had you. Back when all that I had done didn't seem so bad. Back then.
Photo transmission. Hang on. I might have.
Everything you wanted could be easy if you learned it, and you're trying to get even.
Yes. Yeah. I just didn't recognize the. No, I don't want to play it. I don't want to play it right now. We got it.
Everything you wanted could
Oh, because the song is off of the Magnolia Electric. Yes. Yeah, I have.
try to
I'll play it after this though. I'll hear it again.
trying to get better. Everything you wanted could be easy if you let it. They trying to get even.
Oh, that bass.
Trying to get better. Everything on you could be easy if you let it. Like you try to get good when you try to get better. Like when all things come, could be easy if you let it. Like you try to get good when you try to get better. Like when all things come, and yet.
That was great. I really like the tempo change in this one. It felt like it fit well in the pacing of the album, because like we had John Prine, which was this gut punch, really sad song, and then Sage sort of stayed in that environment. It like grew a bit, but it was still like a slow paced, I wouldn't call it a happy song. And then this one, when the drums came in and it started picking up the pace, it felt like the album was coming back to life a little bit. And then it ended up in a really nice atmosphere, a nice vibe. So now we're on to the last leg, getting close to Texas. Yeah, we got Get Enough coming up next.
Wish the Beatles would get back together.
Have you heard Now and Then? Ooh.
And it's easy for me to get lonely when I love someone. It'll all come down in an instant. I can feel it. I can almost taste it. Drag me down the way. It's a drug. Do you get enough?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, the Beatles getting
Folk
back
music with a
together.
post-rock vibe, I'm
Give
down.
people what they want. And I swear I can't take it like I used to. Oh, come on, tell the truth. If it all comes down to forgiveness, can I feel it? Can I hear you say it? Drag me down with the weight. It's a drug.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I never get enough.
Dude, JC, I will say, if you're trying to find like new sounds and like songs to like pull into your music, you should check out the stuff that Rare Albums is coming in with. This guy has a crazy, like, deep well of music just from like the past couple times we've talked. So, I mean, I feel like if you're looking for like some crazy sounds to pull in, you should like listen to what he's saying.
It's a drug, and I never get enough. Never get enough. I never get enough. Yeah, I never get enough. Yeah, never get enough. Think I'm losing you.
Hell yeah, nice. Well, I think that's the loudest that this album's gonna get. It was the most cacophonous that they could come up with. I think this song or this album is very much like they've stayed in the same area for the entire time. So there's not like been a weak song on it, but there hasn't really been like a strong highlight either. This is just like an album that's you can put on front to back and just sort of float through and just enjoy the vibes of. So, you know, take that as a positive or a negative. But, you know, I thought that was, you know, just an enjoyable song similar to the other ones. This one, like, had a bit more of a climax, though. Definitely like a, like the center point of the album in terms of, like, volume and statement. Now, this one's for you, JC. We got Texas coming up.
I'm a demon.
That's fair. Honestly, like I can't judge these on transitions because I always like stop to say something at the end of the song, so it could flow better than what it sounds like here. Have to like listen to it separately to make that judgment, though. Unfortunately.
But I'm not that.
Yo, Alex, what's going up? Nice name, man.
You felt I am dreaming after storm when the heart beats.
I have not heard of the Texas Jerusalem Crossroads.
Made me laugh, made me sad. Oh, how am I supposed to give you up now? Keep breaking my heart, Texas. And the coffee burns slow, and the colors burst and sink in low.
I know that Texas isn't all country, because I know they got Houston, and I know Houston is weird. Or not Houston, is it?
Supposed to give you up now. How am I supposed to give you up now?
Because they got like South by Southwest in Texas, right? I know that like they got a whole scene, but it's definitely, you know, the majority is still going to be country.
If you wanna go now, I'm ready. It's just the two of us, you and me, going heavy. I put a couple hundred down just to see. 'Cause you and me, how am I supposed to be? Keep breaking my heart, Texas. Keep breaking my heart, Texas. You keep breaking my
Oh, man. The tone they get on these guitars, it feels like it's like washing over in waves. It's so good.
How am I supposed to give you up? Yeah, how am I supposed to fucking give you up? You piece of fucking shit. How am I supposed to give you up?
Wow. That was good. How am I supposed to fucking give you up? I like that. That one had like a similar growth to Get Enough. It was like a ballad almost, the way that it grew and you know, had that emotional connection. But man, I cannot get over the guitars on this album, the production on them. They feel like they're from a U2 song. Just how they like reverb and wash over everything, but they still have that same attack, like an arena rock song or an anthem. Yeah, that was great. Alex, if you're still here, I didn't notice that you they sent a request, and I'm sorry about that. Let me try to put that on now. It says it's an unreleased song by some friends in it. Let me put it over here. Hopefully this works. It looks like it's a Google Drive track. This is called Your Luck.
cause there's people I ain't fucking with. Had that shorty on my side and she ain't letting go my wrist. She unto cause I just started running, I was over it. Fast like family that I had are also written on my list. Telling Sally things that I don't wanna, but I do insist to take myself away and I'll be gone, yeah. There's no goodbye, I will live another life. I said there's no goodbye, cause I don't give a fuck. Hey, she used me for her mental in my mind.
I think we're back. Let's see if I refresh. Yeah, okay. I think it's back on. Sorry guys. That was it's inconsistent. Yeah, it's inconsistent how YouTube like blocks this stuff. I think I can't play the last song off of Sunjun because now it's like they're after me, so we'll have to listen to that some other time. But at least now we've got something that can definitely will not be content blocked, because this is an unreleased song that Alex submitted. And Alex, I don't know if you're still here, so sorry about that. But this should like I said, not get content blocked. He said this was an unreleased song by some friends in him.
Starting day with breath, cause there's people I ain't fucking with. Had that shorty on my side and she ain't letting go my wrist. She unto cause I just started running, I was over it. Fast like family that I had are also written on my list. Telling Sally things that I don't wanna, but I do insist to take myself away and I'll be gone, yeah. There's no goodbye, I will live another life. I said there's no goodbye, cause I don't give a fuck. Hey, she used me for her mental. In my mind I'm always stuck, cause I'm the one she chose to handle. I was short at first, I wanted her to be my lady. Survive on your own, cause you will never be my baby. Never, 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 I'll be gone forever. I will go so far away, bitch, I'll be quicker than the weather. Fuck a hoe, her name be Heather. Flying high like I had feathers, cause I really fucking mean it. I said never, never, never.
Yeah, I love the production on this. This is great. Nice. Ooh. I like this part where like grows in the background.
I should let it go to bed, toast my ice and eggs, and ride a tag, shake some money stacks, but the mother flags don't come in your eggs. I walk off the tracks with some music facts, doing my own shit now, cause I wanna make some stash to buy a house for mama. There's a bitch that thinks I am her lover. I have to remind her that we not gonna see each other. We won't see each other, there's a reason one another. Bitch,
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I feel like it would have more of a punch.
I don't give a fuck. Hey, she used me for her mental. In my mind, I'm always stuck, cause I'm the one she chose to handle. I was sure at first I wanted her to be my lady. Survive on your own life, cause you will never be my baby. Never, never, never. I'll be gone forever. I will go so far away, bitch. I'll be quicker than the weather. Fuck her home, her name be hella flying high like I had feathers, cause I really fucking mean it. I said never, never, never.
Dude, yeah, that was good. I think so my favorite like aspect of that song was that like it sounded like a plane engine revving up in the background at like a couple parts in the song, and it like led into the next segment really well. The first time I heard it, I like thought my computer fan was going really loud. It was like that sound effect, but it played into the song really well. But like JC, I think to your point, I think the like if it was mixed a little bit like differently maybe, so that like it had like it landed with a better punch, or like when those I liked the part of the beat where all like the guys in the background going oh oh oh, you know, like singing in harmony. I think those could be like brought up to the front a little bit more to give the song a bit more punch. But it's like, yeah, the concept and the flow of the song is really good. There are definitely like a lot of like elements and instruments and parts of the production that come in and hit at the right moment. The pacing feels really good. It's just like mixing it to give it that extra level of oomph that I think would take it to the next level. But no, thanks for sharing, man. That was sick. All right, rare albums. I want to check out this Texas Jerusalem Crossroads band. Let's see what we got for. I'm gonna put Sun June away so they don't give me another copyright strike. Thank you very much. Lift to Experience. That's from 2001. Hell yeah. That is an album cover for sure. One of the album covers of all time. Yeah, well, let's not judge a book by the cover. Ooh, they got a 10-minute one. I love long country songs. Well, I guess this isn't country, but they're definitely trying to look like a country song with this. Anyways, let's go with Falling from Cloud 9. I love how this feels like it's still rooted in the 90s. Those are some like alt rock hooks coming in. Yes, that definitely appears to be the case. Mission accomplished.
It seems, with the rock and hard laces stuck between the God man Christ calls cursed man to the test, and this God damned cross crushed into my chest. I'm still doing my best, and so the winter time comes calling through the skies. I'm crawling from cloud nine. I'm falling, and then the foolish time rushing. It's no longer mine.
What kind of music is that, JC?
On a cloud.